Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. For today's video, I'm going to share another story, love story, and life story of a foreigner, a Swiss national, who has his heart broken, not just once, but twice. And who broke his heart? No other than a Filipina. But did he ever find his everlasting love here in the Philippines? Yes, for the third time. He finally found the love of his life, and we can call it true love.
Nagdesisyong doon na lang pumirme, hindi bali nang maghirap. Sa dami ng mga naglalako sa mga kalsada ng Cebu City, agaw pansin ang mistisong ito. Ang kanyang ibinibenta, marshmallow na nababalot ng tsokolate at nyog para itong maliit na donut.
Munchkin dai chocolate, 2 a 5. Cappuccino, gatas, peanuts, vanilla, strawberry.
Kasabot ka? Kasabot ka Bisaya?
Kamera. Guwapo, ha? Guwapo. Munchkin, palit na mo. Mari lamit.
Siya ang 52 anyos na si Ulrich, isang Swiss national.
I see the children always smiling when they buy Munchkin. Sometimes when I earn more money, I give to the children, sometimes also free my Munchkin. Then I see they smiling and the children is very happy.
Malimit ang mga banyaga sa ating bansa kung hindi turista, mga malalaking negosyante. Kaya paano nangyaring may Swiss national na naglalako sa kalsada? Nagsimula raw ang lahat nung umibig siya sa isang Pilipina. Noong 1996, nakilala ni Ulrich sa Switzerland ang babaeng nagpatibok daw ng kanyang puso.
So the video that I'm talking about is this one from Jessica Soho show, a Philippine or a GMA TV show. And this story is somewhat inspiring because of the courage and resilience of this Swiss national that he experienced here in our country, and specifically in Cebu. So way back, he is having a better life there when he was younger in Switzerland, and he met a Filipina there when they were both young, and he courted her and fall in love with each other. They got married, and they had a good life together until slowly things becoming sour. That he mentioned there that she started to change. She became a little bit jealous type, and there were some fights. Of course, that's normal in every relationship and marriage. And one day she asked that they would sell everything, their properties, their house in Switzerland, and decided to move here together in the Philippines, which I think the hometown of the wife, the ex-wife, is in Surigao, if I'm not mistaken. And so they started another life, a new life there. And they had this small business at the market. They sell vegetable stuff and so on. And since she's new to the business or lack of knowledge about handling business, so they had a hard time. And one day he found that her ex-wife was involved with another Filipino man, and they had a really extramarital affair. So he ran away, or he got his belongings and traveled far away from that hometown. Like, that's the end. So he ran away from that marriage because it's broken, like it's not gonna be fixed. And plus the woman, the Filipino wife, was changed. The love was gone. So that's his first failure here in the Philippines. So by the time he moved, he met another Filipina and he trusted again with his pure intention and pure heart. He tried love the second time to another Filipina, and sadly, it didn't work again. So he ended up living poor, no money, and no home, literally no home. And so the other positive side in this is he's learning. He learned from his previous relationship with the Filipina, where they also had a small business or selling stuff, and which led to him to selling munchkins on the streets. And since he's a tourist or a different nationality, he's a foreigner here rather. So people, the Cebuanos, are amazed that how come this foreigner is selling or becoming a vendor here in the plaza, in not a typical sighting. So people buy from him, they're amazed and they're willing to help. And there's a good Filipino man he got to know there in Cebu. So this Filipino man is a former overseas Filipino worker there in Switzerland, and he's a kind-hearted man. So he want to give back, and he invited this Swiss man to his house to have, free foods, or he can eat with them anytime. So he can come anytime to have shared meals with their family. And also, the other great news for that is this Filipino is the one helping him paying his rent at his recent, cheaper place to stay or apartment or a boarding house. So he shouldered the monthly fee for his rental. So it's really a good gesture. Not every Filipino, not every Filipina is bad. You just happen to met the wrong ones at the wrong times, or people change over time and show their color, or the love is gone. But yes, we don't generalize. Many people, many Filipino people still have a good heart, have a big heart. So as he keep on selling stuff out there in the streets, and he's still having faith in love, and he's praying that one day he still meet the one. So he's not giving up in love of a Filipina. And he said that he's not, even though he's poor here, he lost everything. He lost his pension because of that the first ever marriage. He lost his pension over that because they were building a big home that supposedly the budget is only 1 million pesos, but they ended up spending more, like around 3 million pesos. So that drained all his pension. So basically, he has no money to start over. So he has to start from the scratch. So that's why he's humble. He's humbled by that situation, and he's not ashamed being a foreigner, selling stuff out there in the streets here in Cebu. And I'm going to share the link in the video description so you can watch also if you're interested to check out. So yes, for the third time, he finally found a nice Filipina, and the great thing about her is she's not interested in his money. Like, he tried to offer him something, like give him money from his hard-earned, and then she said that she doesn't like to accept his money, and that he's working hard for that. It's hard-earned money, and she's not after him for the money. That it's pure intention, it's love or companionship. And she's not a young Filipina. She's middle-aged or probably around in her 40s or 50-year-old, based on how I see it. And yeah, this seemed to be getting along well in each other, just based on the interview, of course. And he got to meet her son, only son, and her mother. So it seems that they are getting along well, and it's a good start for him. So yes, what's the lesson behind this? So despite it's not a simple downfall of his life as a man, as a married man who invested financially, emotionally, everything into the Filipina, his first wife. He put his faith, total trust on her, and he didn't object of her suggestion that they will move back to the Philippines. So he really seemed a nice man, and he fulfilled her wishes, her desires, and they even built a home, but lost everything. And she turned out to be the unfaithful ones. She had an extra marital affair to another Filipino man. So it's a tragic end, and he doesn't, or he didn't deserve such. And even at the second time, another heartbreak for him. It's the same thing. They were good together at the beginning, and then suddenly they were having another small business selling stuff. But he didn't build a house for the second one. They just lived together, and then one day she just went away without like clear closing of their relationship. So it's devastating. And did he? Could we say that? Did he learn? Did he ever learn from those breakups why he kept on pursuing Filipino love? Why he still stay in the Philippines? Does he have a choice to go back to his country? Well, maybe he has a choice, and he's coming from a rich country, right? Switzerland. So maybe he could go back there if he wanted to. But based on the interview, he still wanted to stay here in the Philippines. He appreciates the Filipino people, the warmth of Filipino people, the culture here, the respect. So it's just unfortunate that he met the wrong Filipinos. So yes, these things can happen, and could this be prevented? There's no single formula on how to prevent that, but again, you will watch all the signs and the warnings that you learn from others, and how to spot the red flags, or how to avoid falling the trap, falling for a wrong Filipina. So yes, as a husband, as a man, you are the king, you are the leader in the family. Your decision will be the ones that is fully implemented. You just not have to let your wife like control over you. You should discuss things over your wants, desires, and plans. You lead your marriage, and you're wise enough. For sure, every man is of course wise, so you lead your relationship toward a better path. You just not have to say yes to every wish of your Filipina, like wishing to move here and there. So it's, and then it's still your decision, because truthfully you're the one who is responsible financially. You're the one who's bringing more to the table. So I think it's just right that the mutual decision or majority of the decision will come from you, and of course it must be agreed between the two of you. So yes, these things can happen over and over again, and it's hard to safeguard your heart, your life, because it only takes one Filipina, one wrong Filipina to ruin your life. So it is important to choose your woman, your future wife, because it's gonna affect your life in the later on years, and majority the impact is really massive. It kind of ruin your life. So men out there, be careful and use your heart and brain wisely. Love wisely. So I guess that's all for now. And if you have any opinion, feel free to comment down there. Have a nice day, everyone. Keep safe. And to those that are here in the Philippines, Filipinos and expats or tourists, be careful or take care, because there is ongoing typhoon and bad weather and floods, especially in the big cities. Bye-bye, everyone.